What's up, everybody? Milkboy627, and I'm back at you today with the DDLC new Natsuki route, because I guess we can still riz up whichever girl that we want. So right now we're gonna go with Natsuki and then Yuri, because usually everyone goes with, oh, I need me a goth baddie for real. I need me a goth baddie for real. And I'm just like, can I get some sunshine and rainbows? Anyway, what do I think that Natsuki would like? Cheer. Party. Take a... Oh, daydream. No, okay. Cheeks. Kitty. Music. Clumsy. Cute. Skirt. Blanky. Fickle. Hey Siri, what's a fickle? Hold on. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Dude, what the heck? Hey, what's a fickle? Thank you. Shut up, Siri. Don't talk to AI like that. AI will not treat you good if you talk to them like that. Okay. Color, flower, giggle, kawaii, anime, bunny, vibrant, sing, joy. Okay, sweet. I think that's clearly a Natsuki route. Hi again, Milk. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange from you, but at least I keep my word. Shake my dreads, shake my dreads. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. What was that? Yuri, why was your face like that? Your face was like... Thank you for keeping your promise, Milk. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh, it's not. But some interesting things are happening. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ooh. Phantom Natsuki, too. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by MONIKA. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Hey, MONIKA, you're kind of covering something, pal. You're covering up the... Natsuki certainly does have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. MONIKA! And then she just vanishes. Dude, what is going on with you? MONIKA, you was in front of the text box. I couldn't read it. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying MONIKA and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Milk. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Is it just me, or is the screen tilted? Is it tilted? I feel like it's tilted. I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Okay, this is really freaking me out. This is really freaking me out. This is tilted. Okay, it is. I do not like that. Wait. Is she bigger? Is she growing? I feel like she's growing. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? she's also growing. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. See, it was tilted and she was growing bigger. What was going on? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Okay. So I was just making sure that I wasn't tweaking out and being stupid, because I could have sworn just when I could see her growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was like, oh, claustrophobia is a thing, Yuri, or Monika, or okay. So Yuri doing something? I felt, because didn't she say, "Can you hear me?" Anyway, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help. Excuse me. It was the 15 Ritz crackers I ate. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Okay. This is just like last time. You looking for something in there? Natsuki! Language! Fucking Monika. I'm about to Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Milk. Consider this a lesson straight from... Don't judge a book. Dial up internet sound. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Ooh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. At least someone's coming out of the closet in this game. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki, we almost kissed. Okay, not me and you, Natsuki, but me and the other Natsuki. Is this like a Marvel multiverse type of situation? Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. I thought that said crosses her arms and cockroaches an inch away, and I was like, why is she cockroaching? Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Yeah, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh, we get to cut back to the cinematic. Oh, Natsuki. Oh. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. You know, I have something for you, Natsuki. No, I don't. Never mind. I don't have something for you. I was gonna pull out a Rock'em Sock'em McDonald's game, but you know, whatever. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. What is going on? Natsuki! Natsuki, well, if I need to call Logic to give you the hotline for child abuse, I will. I don't mind. You just gotta tell me, because what? My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this? What? What is going on in your home life, dude? At least it's safe here in the club room. Yeah, I'll keep you... What was that? Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. ... Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. And it looks like she started to fall asleep. Me. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. No. This is not happening again. You stop. No, you. Whoa, guys, what is going on? Natsuki, hey, so Yuri's dead. What is going on with you? Why do you look like you have fleas all over your face? Why are you saying nothing? You look like a missing O from Pokemon. This is not normal. Oh, jeez. Monika, what are you doing? Monika? This is all your fault. I know it is. Monika, what are you doing? Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Honestly, I love protein bars. Give me a Quest bar any day and I'll go crazy. Anyway, She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She did not even have eyes. Okay, I don't know what you guys are saying, but she did not even have eyes. You know what my favorite protein bar is? Quest cookies and cream. That's good. Another good one is what do you call them? Bear Bell. Anyway, she snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. It fell on the floor. I told you not to give me. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Milk. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's not normal. Monika, you don't just have your club members casually get Nintendo's entertainment system fleas all over their eyes, and the music turned distorted and static, and that's not normal. Okay, that's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Okay, so we're just gonna share poems. It's way too quiet. That's another thing. Monika, what are you doing? Wait, I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed so eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Monika! Hi, Milk! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring that up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me now? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Milk. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hate Monika, my poem. I like it, Milk. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No, it kind of makes sense. Makes me think of something that Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Yeah, hey, let me read your poem. You're not very good. Yeah, sure. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Yeah. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Oh, That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle. Closing in on me, the air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. That's cute, Monika. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on that paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's go to Natsuki next. Okay. Dot dot dot. Wait, whoa. My game is like frozen. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Oh, Natsuki's rhetoric gets caught in her throat. You're so... You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you're starting to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can jump, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like when I'm drinking my water. Oh my gosh. That was awful. Oh my gosh, it's like... Oh, it splashed on my face. Holy crap, guys. Just got attacked by my water bottle. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhythm at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And time for you! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just needed to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present. Living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was actually thinking your handwriting looks like a founding father's handwriting. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. And I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Milk. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance over around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being... Guys, what is that in the background? What is that in the background? Is that a photo of Sayuri mid-hang? Is that a photo of Sayuri mid-hang? Because if it is, I'm going to tweak out. Monika, what the freak are you doing? What are you doing? Guys? Hey, main character? This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook when you have a photo of Sayuri hanging on your wall. You have a photo of Sayuri hanging on your wall. Guys, we're not gonna... Nothing? Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. Okay, the death note? Because this is not normal. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. People did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Milk did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I came across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Hey, there's still a photo of someone behind you. Milk liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was really impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize he was so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Milk appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Milk started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you taking out your own insecurities on others like... Really, you look, Natsuki? Me? Look who's talking. You wanna be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry, my life's so age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only key thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Milk hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turned towards me as if she noticed I was standing there. Milk, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How'd I... That's me? Yeah. What is going on? Monika? Monika, what is going on? Monika, what are you doing? They're kind of in the frozen zone. They're kind of all covered in static. Hey, are we gonna mention this? Are we gonna fix this? Monika, what is going on? I tried to click on hey, Milk, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? What is going on with this freaking ass? What is going on with this freaky ass game? Oh, what is going on? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Monika, I love you. But... what is going on? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. What is going on? Did I not get to comfort Natsuki? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. Oh, and she's crying too. Oh, I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Milk, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Milk. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. What is going on? No, this will be an extra long video because what? Okay, so I'm going to load my game up on the Yuri one. Okay, so I'm gonna load my game up on the Yuri one. We're gonna do like Yuri's thing and okay, not unstable, judgment, fudge, disarray, swimsuit, freak. Okay, secretive, memory, fudge. Okay, philosophy, inferno, landscape, atone. Infallible horror, climax, extreme depression, sadness, lust, blind. Okay, nightgown. Don't people get freaky in nightgowns? Melancholy. Okay, boom, shakalaka. Let's see what is different. Shut up. She's right there! I don't care. What was that? It's not. Okay, Phantom Natsuki again. Okay. Monika's coming in to disrupt herself. Sayuri is in the back. Okay. So, club and all, perhaps you might have. Okay, give me that book. Give me the book. Okay. Yes, I'm sure. Give me the book. Okay, Yuri. I'm just here to see if something happens if I go with you instead. Okay. How's this girl? Okay, it's warping reality. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is all the same. Now that everyone settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. This is different. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the... Okay. I was like, there's no way. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I got to catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. So Yuri is gone. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. if I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? When I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Ooh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Milk? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I don't know what you're doing, not Monika, I mean Yuri, but it is not rambling. It's big black font that's spooky, and it doesn't even make any like rhyme or reason why you would say that. Like, why would you say that? Why would you say everyone's worthless? Why would you say everyone's worthless? I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... What? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... Yuri, listen girl. You don't got nothing to worry about. Because when you're with me, you can't talk too much at all. Because you are my BBYE. Why? I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Right? What is going on? Yuri, why did you just glitch out like that? Hey girl, is everything okay? Yes. Hey, I clicked the button. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. She's a freak. She's a freak. And Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? But Yuri, I'm gonna be honest, you don't got to. Because I like it when you cuddle up next to me. Because low-key, my arms is cold. I need some icy hot. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Well, as long as you don't do like the cannibal thing and chop me up in like necromancy, don't do that. That'd be bad. Yeah, this should work, right? Beside my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we have each other, once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm. and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. This is normal. Do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. By holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting. Look, man, you gotta stop getting lost in the sauce. You got lost in the sauce with every single one of these girls. You need to quit. Stop it. Get some help. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? I like your little ear, Yuri. It's cute. You turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. It's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Smiley face. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri? Might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh crap, she looks surprised. She has like the anime face going on, and why does that look like a creeper? Oh, you can't even see that. But it's like square, little face. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. I think it's the freaky part. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. You just need some water. Okay, well your face is really... Your face is freaking me out. You and Natsuki are freaking me out. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Milk, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a little while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the books, and slipped it back into my bag. I guess let's go with Natsuki. Why not? Why not? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad, it didn't evoke any emotions. But basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. We read this. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it? What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Oh. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but the end made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monika, I'm interrogating you now. What is going on? I know I've said this like 50 bajillion times, but some really interesting stuff is going on. And I think it all leads back to you, pal. Hi, Milk. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, I'm always listening. Okay. Keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, come on, read my poem, Monika. Tell me what you think. And Monika, my poem. Great job, Milk. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mind that. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really sorry for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound... Okay, yeah, well, you know what? So what do you think? It's very free for yeah, okay. So you're not, Monika, something's going on with you. This is a really long video, but something's going on with you. And you know what? I don't like it. You're giving me the heebie-jeebies. Hope you can listen to this. Hope you... An epiphany? Kind of coming on strong today. Well, you know what? As Milkboy627, I must say that Monika, shut up. I'm sorry, Monika. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that, Monika. I'm so sorry. Please don't Swiss cheese me. Yuri, read my poem. You're the main one I wrote this for. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What's that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time writing. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. It's just, this is so good, and you're just so handsome and talented, and Milk, you're just amazing. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. It's okay. You can just say that, I have really good writing. You know, I don't mind. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? I think this is the same. So, in that case, is this next part gonna be the same as what happened with the Natsuki one? Because when they fight, I have a feeling that Monika is gonna do the same thing. But I don't know. I feel like Monika, or no, it don't have to be Monika. Monika's probably the one taking. Oh, I don't like this. I'm left with more questions than I am answers with this game because it's like none of this is actually. You know this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Milk. Me too. I thought that was new. I can't tell if that was new. I was too lost in thought. I was pulling a Yuri and I was too lost in thought. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Stop! I seen that earlier. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Everyone is, even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something. Okay. Okay, so what is happening on this? Because if they're gonna fight and argue again, then I don't know what to do because okay, is there any dialogue that's different? Milk did too, so based on that, okay. But she's gonna be like, okay, so, but Milk liked my poem too, you know. Okay. Not that okay. I'm scared. Okay. Did her boobs get bigger? I can't tell. Oh! This is okay. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh. Yuri. Help! 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 Monica? Okay, hey Milk. Okay, I'm okay with stepping outside because what was that? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay, Monica, because listen, I don't mind. So this is the exact same. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Okay. Look, Yuri, I believe you. This is really fine, Yuri. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over. So she wants to say something. Okay. So we well. What is going on? I didn't get much of a chance. Okay. So what is... I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you So they both in the same, but different things. Wait, what is gonna happen if we keep going? I guess we'll have to find out. Find out in the next video. Yay! Yay! Don't you guys love it when I end up on cliffhangers? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this really super duper long video. And if there's any idea at all about what's going on, I would appreciate it. Because what the freak is like, what is going on? Why is everything going crazy? Why is everything spastic and crazy and glitchy, and people are arguing and the text boxes are going crazy and everything's going ham? It's like the purge. It's like someone, you know how people like will go into the game files and like let me put this in, or like how like kids in elementary school would inspect the website and like change stuff on the website to make it have like an image or something on it. That's what it is. I feel like Monika's messing with my game, bro. Anyway, bye guys.